I finally put out a new video. Time to celebrate. Oh. Hey, it's Shovelhead Fedge out in the Shovelhead shed. And before we even talk about how long it's been, we're just going to overlook all that and get right into what's going on in my life. Yeah, this is actually my hair. It's been a while. I wanted to first say thank you to the guy that paid my bar tab, and thank you for the guy that paid my bail. Alright. This is a 1981 FLH S80. I picked this bike up about 6 months ago, 8 months, off Facebook Marketplace, and it is becoming my favorite bike. I mean, I love this bike. It's rusty, it's crusty, it leaks oil everywhere. I mean, there's no frills. It's just the way that I like a bike. I don't have to wash it. The more dents that gets in it, the more scratches. I just think it's a beautiful, beautiful bike. It rides nice, it runs nice, it shifts nice. It's everything that I love in a motorcycle. I love the bars. You know, some people don't like these type of bikes, whatever. I love all bikes, and whether it's a hardtail or you know, I just don't like, I'm not real big on sports bikes. I don't think it's a natural position for a man my age to be sitting in. But anyway, this bike is leaking out of the rear cylinder real bad. The head gasket is leaking out of the rear cylinder. I need to fix that. I'm on my way to Georgia on September 12th to go to the Grundel run. If you don't know what that is, Google's your friend. Google it. I know I'm going. Definitely I'm going. I know a couple other guys are going from Florida. I know Chopper Rod is supposed to go if everything works out with him. If you guys are going, if you're going, make sure, you know, hook up with me. Say, hey, let's have a beer or two together. And if you're going, leave something in the comment, or whether you're going or not. I think, of course, I don't want to speak out of turn. I think Saddle Tramp, Corey, he's going. I think he's going. The next few months are going to be just crazy because there's so many bike events, and I promised myself, because I'm getting older and man, I need to do more stuff than what I'm doing. I've just been sticking around the farm working on motorcycles. I need to give a tour of my garage. In fact, me and Miss Dee were thinking the other day, we were talking, and I said, man, I'm going to have to build, you know, I'm going to spend $15,000 to $20,000 to build another garage just to fit another bike in. And it's almost like, man, it's just cheaper just to get rid of the bike. Just, you know, give a bike away. You know, I could give 2 bikes away, and I wouldn't have to build a bigger garage. But I'm not going to give no bikes away, but I need to kind of thin the herd. I think I've said that before. But I think I've said, hey, we're gonna sell them on my website, and then I never did anything with it. But we're trying to rectify all that. You know, the last few years, as I said in my last video, it's been pretty rough, and there's still some stuff going on right now, but that's life. I'm going to do my best, man, to do more videos. It's just been, yeah, it's just been something. So anyway. Grundel run going, definitely. There's Born Free I'm going to in Texas. There is what is it, the Rip Run in English, Florida. There's just so many things coming up. I'm really looking forward to this season. I'm done. I've done all my stuff that I really need to do, and Miss Dee decided, you know, we're going to you know, going to spend more time traveling, especially to motorcycle events, And in fact, right now we're looking for an RV, maybe a toy hauler or something like that, or a Class C where I can tow the trailer around, you know, so I can bring some motorcycles and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm going to get on this bike. I love this bike. I love all my bikes, but I'm really digging. I just really love. This is like riding a sofa around, you know. And it's rusty. Like I said, it's rusty. It's crusty. The chrome is peeling off, and who cares, man? I don't have to wash it. I don't have to do anything. You know, a bird can crap on it and I could care less. It'll just add to the beauty of it. So I'm going to, I'm not going to do a tutorial. It's more of a fedge-torial. You know, there's tons and tons of videos out there on how to replace you know, a head gasket. In fact, I've replaced several head gaskets within the last several months, and I just didn't record it because I'm like, well, I mean, there's tons and tons of videos. There's guys out there who are just better instructors than I am. I'm just a guy with a fiddly diddly camera, and so yeah, I'm probably talking way too long. But yeah, let's get in it. What do you, I know, you know. To be honest with you, if the camera's not on, I've got two fans going. It's hotter than Hades here in Florida right now. We're in the middle of dog days in August. I think today's the 14th or 15th of August. So I've got like a month to get this done. But anyway, I you know, with a long hair, which I plan to keep, and just no matter what I do, and the wind's blowing it constantly and stuff like that, I find that keeping my hair like this is easier. You know, I put it in a ponytail, but they still got some of the ones in the front that fly all over the place. So, hey, if you don't like my hair, or if you think I'm transitioning into something or somebody, you can kiss my redneck. Anyway, love you guys. Let's get on this bike. I don't know how long it's going to take, but at least I can get started. And first thing I'm going to do is drain the tank. There's good gas in here, so I'll save the gas. I'll drain the tank. I'll take the tanks off. I have to take the dash off and kind of take this all apart. And that's it. Go to the Grundel run. If you see me, man, say hi and hang out with me. Me and Chopper Rod. Chopper Rod, you better go. You said you're going. All right. Peace. You know, I'm gonna have to talk over. Hang on. There you go. I'm gonna talk over the fan noise. You know, these bikes, man, they're old. They're old bikes. I mean, they're old pieces of crap. This bike this is an 81. That's a long time ago. I was in my late teens, early 20s, you know. I suck at math. Whoever bought this bike originally, man, they were probably young, you know, and they had their whole life ahead of them. Had marriages and divorces and grandchildren and deaths and happiness and sadness and everything, man. So many years have passed. And I don't know how many people own this bike. I would imagine, let's say it was a young guy that bought this bike. Probably not. It was probably a middle-aged guy that had a couple bucks, you know. Well, I would imagine the original owner's gone. He's dead, man. All the dreams and all the hopes and everything that he went through, you know. And probably the second, if this has, you know, been more than one, probably the second guy too. He's too old now to ride, probably. If he's still alive, he's probably too old to ride. You know, and there's so much history to these bikes, you know, and I'm just at awe. Maybe it's because, you know, I just have a weird mind, but, you know, like, I wonder, like, you know, if this bike could talk, where did it go? you know. I wonder how many times, you know, this guy had to ride on this bike to just get the cobwebs out of his head, you know, because he's dealing with the same stuff I'm dealing with, or maybe better stuff, or maybe he was dealing with worse stuff. Hello, Mr. Spider. You know, it's that, man, this was, you know, this was somebody's youth at one time. This was somebody's love, pride, and joy. And so I just find with these old bikes, they're such a pain in the ass sometimes, but they're so friggin' cool just because of the history. You know, in my younger days, not as much anymore, but in my younger days, I did a lot of metal detecting. And you know, it was just the coolest thing to find antiquities of the past. It wasn't about the money. Where are you looking for gold? I heard it all the time. Have I found gold? Yeah, I found gold. Have I found silver? Yeah, I found silver. I found rings and coins and all that stuff. But it, man, it was just to find an old pair of scissors. Because you know, up until, you know, like 100 years ago, 150 years ago, a pair of scissors, man, or a pocket knife, or a tool that somebody lost, man, they lost something really expensive. And so it's like the same way with these motorcycles. It's almost like metal detecting. It's like I'm digging, you know, I'm digging, and every once in a while I'll find an old wrench that's been left behind, or, you know, or something personal or something like that. You know, but I love these old bikes because there's just so much history. Not only history, American history, and, you know, history of great things of this. I don't even want to get into it. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, they're a pain in the butt, but it's a labor of love. I do love working on these things, and I do like to see how other mechanics. I'm not a mechanic. I'm a fedgecanic. But I love to see how mechanics do things, and oh, I see how he went around this, he shouldn't have did that, or that was a smart way of doing something. And to just think, whoever built this bike, if it was his first day on the job, he's been long gone, retired from Harley-Davidson. Every nut, every bolt, you know, pretty much everybody's either dead or retired, you know. And most of my guys, most of you guys on this channel, you can relate to what I'm talking about. Because you're all my age and you start to wax about, well, when you were younger and stuff like that. Anyway, let me get to this bike. I'm going to take these tanks off. I have to shut off the music. I don't know if you can hear me over the fans. I know it's loud as hell. Alright, if you get a chance, buy yourself an old bike, work on it. Don't expect it to be pristine. You know, as long as it's in good operating condition, dude, ride it, man. Have fun with it. Alright. You know, when I say old and crusty, ooh, look at that spider. When I say old and crusty, look at this. Look at that. This is the way I like them. I love it. It got personality. Video. I'm going to end the video here. Wasn't a lot of information today about what I was doing, other than this is what I'm doing. I'm getting ready for the Grundel ride. Going to bring this. I want to say thank you guys you know, of course, like, share, and subscribe. If you stayed this far, hey, you know, I guess, you know, hope it's worth subscribing to. One of the things that I do want to say is real quick, man, and it's not trying to be a bummer, bring things down. A lot of guys, a lot of people who follow my channel are my age, and I'm overwhelmed at the letters that I get. And you know, people who are going through cancer, people who are going through tough times, you know, and I really do appreciate the letters that you guys are sending me. And I have every single letter, everything anybody's ever sent me, I either put it, you know, on display. If you kind of look around, you might see something that oh, you might recognize, or I keep the letters. And the thing is, man, there's so many guys right now dealing with cancer, dealing with medical issues, and they want encouragement to keep riding. And man, if I can encourage anything, keep riding. Don't put it off. Don't say, you know, next year, because next year, one of these times next year is not going to come. Get out there and ride. Get out there and enjoy your life, enjoy your family, and hopefully I'll see you at the Grundel run. Like, share, and subscribe. Check out my website, shovelheadfeds.com. It helps me to continue doing what I'm doing, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I love y'all, no homo, and man, life is a beautiful thing. Keep pushing forward, and yeah, man, ride till you can't ride no more. That's what I say. And they make three-wheelers. You know, if you gotta get a trike, you gotta get a trike. There ain't no shame in that at all, man, as long as your knees are in the breeze. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you, guys. I'll see you next week. There's no sense in me continuing on. I don't have the parts, so you know, I wanted to first see what I needed and all that stuff. And so that's it. Peace. See ya.